Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got something pretty ridiculous. I have not actually been into this yet. This is clearly a much larger pouch than normal. So I think we're all about to experience something absolutely insane. Thank you so much to Tools for Gents and Midgards Messer for sending this in for me to share with you guys. This will be available soon. If not, they might actually be taking pre-orders now. In any case, I will link Tools for Gents right down in the description so that you guys can check this out. I think on Instagram they listed this as coming in December of this year. So thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. So they actually sent me a whole bunch of stuff, and I knew that this would need its own video. So the rest of what they sent me will be in a later video. Let's find out what's actually in here. God, it's getting caught on this. Oh my God. Oh my God. What on earth? This is ridiculous. Oh man. This is way, way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Oh boy. Well, listen, if you're watching this video right now, it means that I successfully figured out how to open and close this without hurting myself. But let's, what is happening? Oh my God, what? Man, the mind behind these knives is absurd. Absurd. Now, how do you unlock it? This is clearly some kind of like matte, over the top, ridiculous. Is this, do you disengage? Oh, there's a little button. Oh God, I don't know. Okay, so here we've got number 2 of 300. Oh, and it's in blue. I think these will come in a few different. So the patent by Bino, Italy. Meccanissimo Inspirato alla Locken Knife Audio. I obviously don't know what I'm saying there. Okay. I think that disengaging this requires you to push these two in. Oh, it does. That's how you disengage it. Wow. Wow. What is happening? I'm so fascinated by this. Oh. Okay. So these two pieces of material here are, is it solid? Oh yeah, it's not. Wow. I'm trying to get it to flex in multiple directions and it's not. But let's take a look at a few things. Where is the stop? Here. So no, they just meet here. So okay, so this right here, this is the impact zone. Yeah, okay. And then the rest of this, it just moves to allow it to fold. So what you end up with, God, the way that this is made allows the blade to be much larger than the handle because this all moves up. And then once it's folded into place, oh, look at that. See, it looks like, this is just everybody watching me play with a new knife. I mean, I guess that's all my channel is really. But this, once it moves, the nose of the blade or the tip of the blade starts to sink back down and then eventually ends up, oh, see? So now we're shifting backwards. Here, let's do it again. So from here, come down here, the whole thing shifts backwards, and then we close without the tip actually touching the backspacer. Wow. So I believe, is this all freaking titanium? Oh my gosh. Now, on the downside, there's no way to, yeah, you can't, there's not really a fast way to open this. At least I don't see a fast way to open it. You can choke up on it, which seems unnecessary. I do really like the milling on the what I assume is titanium. It's way too light. It's way too light for this to all be. Is the whole thing? Okay, just here. This right here is steel. And probably the liners as well. What do we have here? Oh, it's made by Fox Knives? Look at this. Can we see it? Fox Knives. Maniago, Italy. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh my God. So this is the Valhalla, if I haven't said that already. But, you know, a lot of people are going to instinctively ask why. If you have to ask why, you haven't spent long enough in the knife world. People have been asking why. I mean, at a certain point, there's a threshold in the knife world where everybody eventually goes, why? And the answer is because. Just because. Or why not? Of course. Because otherwise it would be boring. Of course. This is so crazy. Oh, man, that is so bizarre. It's crazy that they managed to pack that much blade into something like this. Now, I think it needs some type of... I think they sent me actually a pouch to carry it in because it doesn't have a pocket clip, right? Is it this? Maybe not that. I don't know. That might go with another knife. This reminds me kind of you remember those old, I think they're World War II, they're like folding machetes. But the machete comes down and the blade hangs over, and then there's a separate sheath attachment. A lot of you might actually, my grandpa had one, and my dad kept it in his shop. And as kids, my brother and I were always fascinated with it because it folded up and the blade hung over the edge, and then you had that separate metal piece that you slid in there and it covered it. But I always thought that was cool. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It obviously doesn't operate the same way. That was just a simple back lock, right? But I've never seen the thing locked out by two tabs. What's the space? Does it just, is there like a groove? I'm trying to look here. So that attaches here. And then where is the contact point? Just right on this piece of steel, I guess. So we have a couple of pivots, and inside there, I don't think there's any washers. I mean, honestly, the operation is smooth. It's just crazy. The operation's plenty smooth, guys. I mean, it almost feels like there's a washer somewhere, and maybe there is. It's just really, really tiny. But I'm not feeling any movement up, down, left, or right. It just feels pretty robust. I got to take a couple measurements here that I know people want me to take. So let's do the blade thickness first. Thickness of the blade is approaching a 1/4 inch, 235 thousandths. How about the handle thickness? Oh boy, almost an inch, just about an inch. That is a lot of material to hold in your hand. What is the blade steel? I have no idea. In the past, they've used CPM D2, but I don't see this marked anywhere. So that is such a weird way to disengage the blade. Look at how they've milled that. That is gorgeous. They've even polished these parts of the liners have all been polished. Wow. And we have perfect centering, or nearly perfect centering. Maybe is it off slightly, or is that my imagination? I think that's my imagination. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I thought that this was, manufactured the same way that a lot of their folders are. They have a Chinese OEM for their folders, but this is made by Fox in Italy. You can expect that to be pretty expensive. I don't know what the blade material is. I have no idea. Man, that's a wicked looking blade. We should also measure the entire knife here. That's the other thing that I haven't done yet. And then we got to weigh it, right? Okay, so it's 13 1/4 inches. And the blade, how do we measure this? To the top of the titanium frame, it's 6.5 inches. To this piece of steel that is absolutely no longer blade anymore, we're looking at 7 1/8 inches of blade. And then your cutting edge is about 6 inches. Oh man, that's a roomy choil if I've ever seen one. Holy moly. Yeah, that is quite the thing. Let's weigh it real quick, and that will conclude the unboxing and first impressions, which again, as I always say, remember, this is not a review. This would be a terrible review. This is just unboxing and first impressions. We'll review it after a bit, but I got a lot to learn about this thing. Wow, 21, basically 22 ounces. So absolutely pocket friendly. Jeez. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. Leave it up to the folks at Midgards Messer to come up with more incredibly wild stuff. Well, that was fun. Thanks so much to Tools for Gents and Midgards Messer again for sending this in. Check out Tools for Gents for more information on this knife. Like I said, it's going to be available. They clearly made 300 of them, so. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.